Are you losing prospects by not showing an engaging thumbnail image on your videos? In this video, we'll go through the steps of creating highly engaging video thumbnail images, as well as sharing some little known secrets to attract attention. So welcome to this video entitled How to Make YouTube Video Thumbnail Images Work to Your Advantage. In other words, to watch the video, you have to click the thumbnail. It's as simple as that. Your video thumbnail images must jump out at viewers to entice them to click on the thumbnail and then watch the video. Before we carry on, be sure to watch this video to the very end, where you'll be able to download your free PDF entitled How to Make YouTube Video Thumbnail Images Work to Your Advantage. Hi, my name is Jeff Laming from Video Cashflow, and in this video we'll explain how awesome video thumbnail images are crucial to getting views in the battle to generate leads for your business. I'm now going to hand you over to my colleague Harry, who will explain further.
First, though, please take a quick moment to subscribe and click the bell icon to stop missing out on important updates. Okay then, so what now follows is how to make the YouTube video thumbnail images work in your favor. 1. Planning the creation of the thumbnail images. First of all, the following is not an exact science, but a good, solid principles to follow. Once you get used to producing thumbnail images, test different aspects to see what works best for you. 1. Now, with YouTube, you can choose an image from your video, as suggested by YouTube.
Here's an example. On the other hand, YouTube also provides us with the option of creating a customized thumbnail. And as you can see, by just placing the cursor over this bottom thumbnail, it allows you to download an image or change the image that's already there. So we're going to use the customized thumbnail option.
2. Why use the customized option? Because you want your video thumbnail to stand out in a sea of sameness. And when it stands out and attracts viewers' attention, you vastly increase your chances of viewers clicking on the image and watching your video. One benefit of this, as long as the content of your video is engaging, is that your video will improve its chances of ranking on page 1 of YouTube and Google for your main keywords. 3. There are 3 key tools we use to create the thumbnail images. They're all free, as follows:
Unsplash, Remove.bg, and Canva, the free version.
If you already use any other tools for this purpose, that's fine. The important thing is to use whatever works for you. The URL links for these tools are in the description box below this video. 4. One issue to look out for, especially if you've only recently started a YouTube channel, is that you may have to go into your YouTube account and click on the monetization button to enable you to upload customized thumbnail images. Here's how you do this.
You go to your dashboard and then look down and go to Channel. So click on Channel, and at the Status and Features, you will find that there is a separate box called Custom Thumbnails. So click on the Learn More, and you will see some helpful advice on how to add and change video thumbnail, but more importantly, creating a custom video thumbnail. Now, to be able to do this, you need to verify your account when you set up your YouTube channel. So I won't click it here because it will just come up and for my own account say that I'm already verified. But just follow these very helpful notes. Got custom thumbnail best practices here as well. Some really great useful information. Just go through that process and then you'll be ready to upload your own thumbnail images. Item 2, customizing your thumbnail images. Now firstly, go to unsplash.com and choose an appropriate image to download onto your computer. Now as an example, I'm going to choose a picture of a smiling woman to show on my thumbnail images. So this is what you do. You actually go into Unsplash in the search bar here, and I'm going to key in, say, happy woman, or you put in smiling woman, and just want to find an image that I can put. So this one looks like a good one, for example. Sorry, let's look for another one. one that's a bit more appropriate. Let's take this one here. So just click on the download photo, give credit where credit's due, and say thanks, and you'll see that the image is downloaded onto your hard drive. And what you want something that's going to help support the theme of your video, which is why I've chosen this one for the example. The resolution should be 1280 by 720 pixels. The file format should be .jpg, .png, .bmp or .gif, GIF, and the file size has to be less than 2 megabytes. So second step in the process, you now go to remove.bg, and you want to upload the image that you just downloaded from Unsplash. So if we click on select a photo, and there's the image that I've downloaded earlier, so just click on that and then open it up, and that automatically comes through to, there's the original picture, and there it is with the background now removed. So it's done literally within a couple of seconds. Usually you don't have to use the touch-up tools that you've got here where you edit. That tells you what you can do. So you've got plenty of options there. So all you need to do really is just click on the download, preview, download the image. Just click on that and it automatically downloads. So you now have the same image that you can put on a transparent background, which we'll now go through when we go on to Canva. So now we're on Canva, which is step number 4 in this process. So we want to choose the YouTube thumbnail template from this create a design section. So just click on there. It then comes up with a blank screen here, blank canvas I should say, and all you need to do is just click on that, and up here will be the color icon, which you can then use to change the color for the background, for example. So for example, you might want to use this color.
A word about colors if you're unsure. Stick to the 2 colors that are exactly the same as your branding colors. Once you get used to creating your thumbnail images, you can start experimenting with different colors to see if this helps increase clicks on your video. Split the canvas into 2 so that you show the text on the left and your image on the right. Here are some important tactics. Keep your text to a minimum of 4 words if you can. Try and include your main keyword. Use a font that's easy to read, such as Arial or Times New Roman or similar. Don't use fanciful fonts. You want viewers to read what's on the thumbnail image.
The image should be a man or woman looking at the viewer straight ahead at the screen. So for example, let's use the image of the woman referred to earlier where the background was removed and it's now a transparent background. So if we go in and go into uploads, upload an image, and there's the young woman there. Let that load, and as that loads, what we'll do, we're going to put it onto the screen, onto this screen canvas here. So we'll just click that, and then you can move it all about, have it like that. And Canva has some great tools for enhancing the images as well. So if you go into adjust, for example, if you want to sharpen that image, as you can see, makes it quite stunning, standing out. And then you can use the other tools like the saturation, you want a bit of contrast perhaps, and then you've got brightness, probably a bit too much there. But you can play about with these tools here, really useful, really make the pictures pop. And then what you can do with a bit of text, just click on the text, add a heading for example, and you can move this about over here. And you can put anything about, put a title like, for example, Living La Dolce Vita in Italy, for example, and you can move that about. Let's make that, change the font. Yeah, so you might want to use, I don't know, let's choose Anton, and you can move it up, or you can increase the font size and what have you, and you can bring that in. Might be a bit too much. Move the picture about. So you can do lots of brilliant stuff with this. There you go. So you got make the spacing a bit narrower. So bang, there's your thumbnail image, and all you need to do then is, if you're happy with that, file, save it, download it, bang. It really is as simple as that. So well done, you've now got your thumbnail image. As I say, download it in PNG format. Let's just go back, and as it says, you've got PNG format, but there are other options here. You've got JPG, and if you want to do in the PDFs, for example, I've even got a video option, which I've not had a chance to look at yet. But you've got some options there, and once it's in .png format, so it's downloaded here, and save it onto your computer. Item 3 or step 3 is to upload your thumbnail image to your YouTube video. So what you want to do, you want to go to your Creator Studio here, then you want to go down to Video Manager, and then Videos, and then over here click the relevant video. So you click on the Edit button. Here is where you got the click your Customize Thumbnail. So then we want to locate the thumbnail image that's just been downloaded from Canva. So if we want to change it, for example, just click on Change Image and click on that to open it up, and that will then change, and there's the image there, and eventually it will, after a few minutes, it will replace this image here. So let's go back and I'll change that. So what I'll do now, I'll go back and put the original thumbnail image to change that. So as I say, after a few minutes you should see the image show up on the main screen here. Sometimes it may take a little bit longer.
That's it. You now have your customized thumbnail image that will stand out from all of the other thumbnail images that show up on YouTube, except your one will be far more attractive. Over to you now to get cracking with your video thumbnail images.
Before we go, don't forget to download your free PDF entitled How to Make YouTube Video Thumbnail Images Work to Your Advantage. You'll find the URL link in the description box below this video. Finally, for more helpful video marketing and YouTube tips, please take a quick moment to subscribe and click the bell icon to stop missing out on important updates. That's it. I hope you found the content of this video helpful and useful. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye for now.